welcome back to the Spoonie and Caregiver Life podcast with me, your host, Jordan Banderas. And before we get started, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any episodes of the podcast. And let's go ahead and get into today's episode. Now, I want to start with this. Do you feel like you get to take care of your Spoonie or you have to take care of your Spoonie? This is a very important question that I asked myself a long time ago. And now you're gonna know my answer, of course, but after I answered this question, I was able to change my perspective and know if I wanted to become a caregiver or not. And here's the reason how this happened. Now, like everybody knows, my wife is really sick. She faced all these things and still has a few illnesses that might never go away. So at one point when everything was going downhill, I didn't know what to do. I was like stressed out of my mind, but I felt like I had to take care of her. So because I felt like I had to, when you say you have to, it's pretty much you being forced to do it. Like I have to go to work, I have to go do this. So it's like you have to, or you want to, or you get to. So during this time, I was thinking about that and I was like, I have to do this. But I didn't know how else to say it, in my mind at least. And one thing that happened, which is very funny in this situation, because I was looking for an answer, and all of a sudden I was listening to this podcast and there was a psychologist. I don't remember the name of the psychologist, unfortunately, because this happened a long time ago. And what the psychologist said is that when you have to change you don't have to, it's like when you change your perspective from I have to do this, which is something that is gonna make you feel like you're forced to do this, to I get to do this, is going to change your perspective to literally making you see if you really want to do it or not. That made me think, like, what? At first I was like, what? I don't really understand. So I kept thinking about it. I kept reading more about it. I looked online about this because, like I said, I like psychology. So I was like looking about it or reading about it and doing all this research about it because I didn't really understand it. So when I was able to finally answer the question, for me the answer was like I get to do it because I want to do it. I don't have to do it, but I want to do it. So I actually get to do it. And this actually helped me a lot because before, when I had to take my wife to the doctor and I had to take time off, I was like, I have to take my wife to the doctor. Now I have to take time off, or I have to go get her prescriptions, or I have to go talk to the doctor, But now, because I'm more involved in her care, in her recovery and everything, I feel like I get to do it because I want to be part of it. I want to make sure that she's taken care of. I want to make sure that she's getting the best care, pretty much. So now when I change that, when she asked me like, oh, I have to go to the doctor, can you take me? I'm like, no, I get to take you to the doctor. And I actually get excited to go because it's something that I really want to do. I want to do it because I want to know exactly what the doctor is going to do. I want to do it because I want to learn more about her conditions if the doctor has found something new about the condition, Or maybe I can just tell them what I have found about the condition so they can research it. Some doctors don't like it, but hey, I'm the patient. I'm the caregiver for the patient, so I'm gonna give my input, right? So after I was able to change this particular perspective, I felt more motivated to take care of myself, to help my wife, to literally push myself to become a better caregiver, because I get to do this, and I get to take care of my of the person that I love, somebody that I love. Now you might say like, oh, well, I'm a caregiver and I'm getting paid for, and I don't love the person, but at least you can still enjoy your job. You know, like you're getting paid for it, which is not about the money. Just remember this: the way that I see it, like even if I was getting paid to take care of my wife, the way that I see it now is like I can learn something from the person I'm taking care of. One of the things that I have learned, just a quick, I don't want to go off a tangent, but just a little quick description of what I have learned, is that I really have a soft touch, because we were doing some exercises for her hip, and my wife even was surprised that I have a soft touch. Like I'm not like too um what would be the word, like too abrupt, too I forgot what the word will be, but like, you know, like too, like I was able to move her leg like slowly as possible, so she wouldn't be hurt, and I was able to like lift her leg so slow, like almost like it would, like if it was a feather, you know. So I was able to do that, and I feel motivated to do that, actually, because I changed my perspective from I have to do this to I get to do this. Now I'm learning how to actually help her with her exercises for her hips, so her legs can get stronger, and her hypermobility can be reduced just a little bit. But that's how it has motivated me, and also it has motivated me in the way that I need to take care of myself, so I can actually take care of my Spoonie, so I can actually get to take care of my Spoonie. So I'm eating healthier. I'm not eating as much candy as before, because if you've been a long time listener, you might know that I love candy. So I don't eat as much. I don't as much food, junk food. So it changed my whole perspective, and in the end, I feel like this has helped me overall, because now I get to do things with my wife and for my wife, things that she's not able to do, like, you know, go to get her prescriptions, go to or call the doctor to find more information about like a prescription, things like that. Now I get to do it. I'm more involved. I'm more conscientious about what my wife is going through. And this happened after I changed the perspective from I have to get to. So whatever the answer is for you, if you ask yourself this question, then you're gonna figure out if you really want to be a caregiver or not. Now, if you don't want to be a caregiver, obviously you're gonna have to talk to your Spoonie or anything like that, because sometimes, or most of the times, when you become a caregiver, it's gonna be until the end. That's why I had to ask myself this question, because I knew that this was going to be until the end. So with my answer, I was like, I'm ready to take this all the way to the end, until either we find the right treatment that is going to help her get maybe not 100%, but better every day, or until we're both gone, you know. Like that's pretty much what helped me decide. Like that's why when the idea for the podcast came up, I was like, I'm gonna be as raw as possible, and I've been trying, but I had to get a little bit better at this cold speaking, so I'm doing a little bit better. So that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about today on this episode. I hope you guys are enjoying the episode, and if you have your own answer for this particular question, and you want to share it on the comments. Maybe it might help somebody. When you share it on the comments, I will say, like, put the reason as to how you came up with that answer. That way, if other people are going through the same situation, like they don't know exactly what they want to do, if they have to do it or if they get to do it, then they might be able to come up with their own answer that might help them guide them in whatever they want to do at this point with their spoonie. And pretty much like I said, that's what I wanted to talk about today. I hope you guys are enjoying the episodes. I hope you guys are are, um, are enjoying the new type of episodes that I'm doing actually. And thank you for everything that you guys are doing. Thank you for the new supporters. Thank you for the new subscribers, the new listeners, the community keeps growing. And don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and also don't forget to follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. If you want to share your story, don't forget to send it to me at the spooniandcaregiver@gmail.com, or you can post the Spoonie and Caregiver Live at gmail.com, or you can actually post it on the community. And I leave you like always. As always, take care of yourself and have a great day.